Hello fellow mutants, welcome back to another video, and in this video I am going to read this article that says The Flash Season 9 can revive an old story trick because of Superman and Lois. So, as you guys may know, I'm a kind of a comic book dork, hence my shirt being like Nightwing. I also been a fan of the Arrowverse, or been watching the Arrowverse ever since the pilot episode of Arrow came out 10 years ago. And I've watched all the Arrowverse shows, all the episodes, and I have to admit that the Arrowverse ain't as good as it used to be. Good as it used to be. Kind of dragged down. And every good thing has to come to an end eventually, and I believe the Arrowverse deserves that chance to come to an end, in my opinion. Especially since Batwoman was the best show since Arrow ended. In my opinion, has to be. It's either The Flash or Legends of Tomorrow. See, Legends of Tomorrow was cheesy as hell. Well, Legends of Tomorrow is. Flash is also cheesy as hell. But debating The Flash, although all the Arrowverse shows after Arrow ended had to be the best Arrowverse show, and now it may be the last Arrowverse show because Stargirl isn't part of the Arrowverse, even though the characters made a cameo in Crisis of Infinite Earths for 5 seconds, and Superman and Lois is not part of the Arrowverse, even though they had John Diggle in the first season. May get pun to Oliver Queen being dead. So I'm kind of confused if Superman and Lois is or is not part of the Arrowverse. I don't know. Anyways, let's go and read the article, which I shall also put a link to the article in the pinned comments down below. So if you guys want to give this article a read from Screen Rant, you guys can. Thanks to Superman and Lois, the Flash has an opportunity to revive an old story arc for season 9. It had been confirmed by the CW that the Flash will wrap up Barry Allen's Arrowverse story. Plus, the show's 13-episode season is poised to serve as an ending not just to the characters of Central City, but the Arrowverse as a whole. With the Flash coming to an end soon, it would make sense that the Arrowverse is It will make sense for the Arrowverse to finally deliver on an old fan wish, a proper team up between Superman and the Flash. The Flash missed an opportunity to go down the road with this Armageddon event, but hope of its happening eventually was made an even slimmer prospect by the Superman Lois season 2 finale. A scene in the episode revealed that despite the ending of Crisis of Infinite Earths, Superman and Lois doesn't exist on Earth Prime with Team Flash and Supergirl. Apparently, it takes a nearly identical Earth that lacks any superhero-powered heroes outside of Clark himself. So, what we saw on Earth, season 1 was John Diggle. Did he Earth jump? Or was season 1 on Earth Prime? Season 2 was another Earth that had somewhat of a similar events of season 1. Was Oliver Queen the Green Arrow in that in this new Earth? Because they, like I said, they did mention Oliver Queen in season 1. So I'm naturally curious. I'm naturally curious. Anyways, Superman and Lois' decision to retcon itself out of Arrowverse could actually have a real impact on the Flash. While it may have ruined the two shows' crossover potential, but at the same time it also made it possible for the Flash to bring back the concept of alternate Earths. The existence of places like Earth 2 and Earth 3 was integral to the story of the early seasons. It was through these adventures that the show was able to introduce Zoom, Jay Garrick, and Jesse Quick. It also allowed for memorable encounters between Team Flash and their Earth 2 counterparts. The Crisis ultimately put an end to their multiverse shenanigans, but Superman and Lois, proving that duplicate of Earth's Prime do exist, puts these stories back on the table of The Flash Season 9. And how the Flash can use alternative Earths in Season 7. While it was always understood that there was still a multiverse after the Crisis, it was assumed that nearly all of its Earths couldn't be visited by the Arrowverse shows because they belonged to the universes of shows like Stargirl and Titans. But since Earth Prime apparently isn't the only one with a doppelganger of Arrowverse characters, it's theoretically possible that Team Flash can somehow meet other versions of themselves. Currently, Barry has no way of accessing the multiverse, or the knowledge it still exists, which is why it's more likely that characters from another Earth would have to come to Earth Prime instead. In fact, this could be how it brings in Cobalt Blue, who is heavily theorized to be an evil Earbord Thawne. Earbord Thawne is evil though. From my Cobalt Blue. I'm looking that up right now. DC Comics. Cause I gotta get a look. So Cobalt Blue is a villain in DC's New Earth. He is an older twin brother of the superhero Flash and the ancestor to Professor Zoom. Malcolm Thawne was one of the twins chosen randomly and stolen at birth by Dr. Gilmore, reported him as stillborn to Dr. Henry and Nora Allen. So, okay, he's a speedster, another speedster. Okay. Similarly to how the continuing with the actual story, the article, similar to how the Flash used these roles before, the concept can be filed to what comes next for the characters. Thus far, the show has maintained the new rules of the Arrowverse, but given that Superman and Lois already broken them, there's no reason for the Flash to hold back. With this ending on the horizon, the Flash can pay homage to the past by offering a parallel universe storyline, reminiscent of the show's earliest seasons. Now, if they do that could potentially mean that Superman and Lois is part of the Arrowverse, just on a different Earth. And that could easily make Stargirl, who is a surprisingly good show, in my opinion, part of the Arrowverse as well. And they did say, I think Doom Patrol? Sorry, they didn't say Doom Patrol. They said Titans. So Titans, which I've heard mostly bad reviews, could also potentially be part of the Arrowverse. So, and to their point, the new multiverse hasn't been explored yet. And the multiverse rule is you can't have people from alternate Earths be on the same Earth, at least for very long. Otherwise, some shit will go down. I mean, they did that with the whole Alice character in Batwoman after Crisis. Because yes, I'm referencing Batwoman. I know we're Arrowverse, so I'm sorry, but Alice was like the sister of Kate Kane, and after Crisis, they had Beth make come in, and Beth was Alice before she was Alice, and long story short, they killed Beth off when they were Team Bat was going to kill Alice off, but Beth got killed. It's weird. I know it's weird. Um, so who knows in like Stargirl, in the Stargirl show or Superman Lois, there is a Barry Allen, but I don't know. Maybe like the way I can think about it is in Superman Lois. Maybe Oliver Queen was also the Green Arrow in Superman Lois, the Arrowverse, right? And because he was mentioned, and he was also Green Arrow, right? But that Earth's Green Arrow died differently than the Earth Prime's Green Arrow, making seeing John Diggle in Superman Lois making that much more sense. I'll be up for that Superman and Lois show and Earth Prime Flash to meet up in the Flash last season. If they want to do that, sure. Only if it makes sense. Only if it makes sense. I don't want them to do it if it just for fan service. I want it to make sense though. I'm I'm trying to make sense of it in my head. I just having a hard time. Um but yeah, I guess I need more time to really like process this. But at least for now, this are my thoughts. And they might change within an hour because I'm still processing this. I'll be if the Flash wants to meet like Stargirl or I guess this Earth's first Superman Lois. If it makes sense to the story. If it doesn't make sense, then please don't have it. Um, and I don't really have much thoughts out of that, so yeah. Anyway, so what do you guys think of this? What are your guys' thoughts of this? Let me know in the comment section down below. And should they let the Arrowverse die at this point? Let me know in the comment section down below. Love you all. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another. And I'll talk to you fellow mutants later. Later, taters.